30,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Full start backs him up 5. First and 15. Four yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Patterson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
On the ready.
One more time with Patterson. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run again with Hines. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run with Hines. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The Vikings are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Ready, break!
They'll run for it with Hines. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down and pump the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's going to keep this again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Lawrence will throw. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's got room. Giants! And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Claybrook, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On second down, right back to Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's the option play going left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Patterson running between the tackles. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. So So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Come back team! Come back team!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a pretty fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, here's Patterson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second and 5 now. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal.
They'll run with Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On the option to give to Williams here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. On third, here's an option play right. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same. The game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll give it to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Lawrence. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Again, Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
And certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Giants first down.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Pat Freiermuth, 31 yards. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they can get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
19 tight, 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Back to throw, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as well.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
We go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both